Hey, what's up, guys? It's your vocal coach, Matt Ramsey. And one of the biggest mistakes that I see singers who are learning on their own how to sing make is that they start changing the vowel or the shape or the opening of their mouth as they start singing higher, like this. Now, there are lots of bad things about what I just did there. Obviously, I was pulling my chest voice up, I was straining for that note, I was really yelling it, but it all comes from a single source, which is the vowel. And there are a couple places where this might show up. It might happen in a song when you have to go for a high note, or it might happen just in doing a vocal exercise that you find on YouTube. And the problem with it is that this vowel creep, as I might call it, or subconsciously opening the vowel, it happens sometimes so subtly that especially beginning singers don't actually even notice that they're doing it. So anytime that you're singing, whether it's in a vocal exercise or in a song, you want to match the correct vowel that you're actually supposed to be singing. So in this case, if I'm singing an ah, then I want to be singing an ah all the way through. Ah, 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 ah. Now notice that even though I'm singing up to an F4, which is a place kind of in the bridge for the male voice, I'm still keeping that ah pure. Now, there are lots of great tutorials with advanced techniques on what we call vowel modification, or slightly allowing some change in the vowels to accomplish your needs. However, far and away, what I see with beginning singers is that they start changing the vowels without even realizing it. So we're gonna fix it right now. What you really need to look out for, and this is something that I see with every singer that I teach, is the vowel going too wide. When I say is the vowel going too wide, I mean rather than singing a simple ah, I'm going ah. Now, it's important to note that a lot of singers actually do this in order to add more excitement and more of the higher frequencies into their singing voice. However, most singers that I've taught actually do this without even realizing it, and it creates problems as you go. So a really simple fix that you can do for this is what I call the Home Alone technique. It's really easy. I'm just gonna take my two flat palms and I'm gonna place them on both sides of my lips. So not necessarily all the way out here and not covering my lips, but just on the sides. And what I wanna do is when I sing, I wanna make sure that my mouth is not opening past where my fingers are. So, ah, rather than, ah. If I feel anything move past those fingers, then I know that I'm in the wrong spot. And this actually works for all vowels. It'll work for an oo, e, or even an ugly vowel like an ah, which is actually kind of an open vowel and kind of a wide vowel as it is. So rather than ah, I'm going ah. Which actually brings me to the next thing that we need to look at, especially as you're singing higher. So what you'll notice is when you have your hands on both sides of your cheeks, there's really only one way that a vowel can open or change, and that's vertically. So rather than letting the vowel open horizontally and going too wide with it and adding all of the strain, you'll even notice that as I kind of do that, these muscles in my throat tense up. So instead, if I just you'll notice that nothing really changes in my voice. So you'll notice that even if I have to go up for kind of a higher note, like an F sharp, if I have to do that on, let's say, a mum, like a mum, I'm not letting it go because again, that would violate the Home Alone rule. So instead, and again, the only place that my jaw can open and where that vowel can go is vertically. And this is absolutely crucial, especially if you want to sing higher in your voice. The higher that you sing in your voice, the more you have to drop the jaw. Na 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 na. Nay, 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 nay. Because if I keep my vowel too tight, nay, 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 my voice is just gonna strain up there. This brings us to the next really important thing that you have to understand to avoid straining in your voice, which is that you wanna keep all of the vowels and all of the words that you have to sing at speech level. Now, say what you will about speech level singing technique, but the idea in the naming and the branding of the technique, it's all in the name. Whenever you're singing, you wanna keep everything that you're singing at speech level. What does that mean? Well, it means that your throat is relaxed. It means that you're also keeping your vowels in the same way that you would speak them. So if I say mum, 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 then I sing mum, 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 mum. That's not at speech level anymore. So if I say mum, mum, mum and go mum, 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 then that's actually still at speech level. And if you'll notice, my voice actually held together much better this way. So a really simple way that you can do this for yourself is you can just say the word, then sing the word, right? So just say it, say the word that you actually have to say. So mum, 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 and then do it on a pitch like a mum, 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 mum. That's a G4. Ladies could do it up here. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. And as I do that, notice that I'm not going because again, that's going to add strain and tension to my voice. So instead, mum, 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 mum is exactly what I need. Now, it's worth noting here that there are lots of times that singers go for a really dramatic high note and they just spread their mouth really wide and they go for all this drama in their voice. That's fine, and eventually you're going to do that. But especially if you're a beginning singer, you need to practice finding these vowels in a healthy way first before learning that you can actually spread them out. And that brings us to our final tip when it comes to actually avoiding straining in your voice today, which is that you should practice in front of a mirror whenever possible. Simply said, there's lots of different things that you can do in your voice without even realizing that you're doing it. And visualizing anything that has to do with singing is always helpful. Singing is not a very visual instrument, and so if you can add any sort of visual cues to what you're doing and what you're singing, that makes so much better. For example, you might notice that you're raising your eyebrows whenever you go up for a high note, or you might even realize that you're going really, really wide in the vowel like we've talked about so far without even realizing that you're doing it. You may have watched this video up till now, been like, Matt, that's not me. No, I don't even spread my vowels that much. And you might actually be doing it. But how would you know unless you're watching yourself? So going from a mum, 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 mum is so much more helpful and easier for your voice to hold on to. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. Now, that's one of those things that I've really had to learn how to watch myself, and doing this on camera for a long time has actually been a benefit to me because I've been able to see what some of my own habits are when it comes to singing those higher notes. Now, the last thing to keep in mind when you're trying to avoid straining in your voice is any of the tips and the techniques that I've told you about so far, such as using the home alone technique to not overspread your vowels, can be overdone. It can be done too much, or you can go too far. Meaning, oh, hey, Matt, I was spreading my vowels. I was going, ma, 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 ma. And now I'm going, ma, 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 ma. Well, you've changed the vowel to something completely different, and it's not actually gonna sound like the word that you're trying to sing. Again, you went from ma to ma to ma to mu, and that's really not the same thing. Not to mention that shrinking a vowel too much can also have the same effect on your voice. It can make you strain as well. So that's why it's always important to say the word and then sing the word. Make sure that you're keeping it exactly the same. Mum, mum, mum. Mum, mum, mum. A little higher now. Mum, mum, mum. A little higher now. Mum, mum, mum. Now on the pitch. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. Mum, 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 mum. It's just like I'm just saying mother, mother, mother. It's in the exact same spot, no matter where I'm singing it. If you want to check out some more fantastic exercises, as well as get feedback from me on whether you're spreading your vowels too much or not, definitely check out my complete singing course, Master Your Voice.